Okay, so greetings fellow earthlings and welcome to this Cossacks Back to War video in which I'm doing my first strategy video. Right, so I'm having an early attack in this game and I'm going to go through the best method to approach such a tactic. So as you can see, I'm building a town hall and a windmill to start off with and getting some resources ready to be trained. I'm not training peasants yet because I am on very limited resources. Therefore, I need to keep as much food in storage as possible until my farm develops. I think that's the main part of the step. Now, you want to build a blacksmith very early on. For the first food improvement, that is very cheap, doesn't require any food at all, and is therefore very useful. And also it lets you build a barracks earlier on in the game, so you can quickly train pikemen only if you want to do well. Of course, there are tactics with musketeers, so that's not entirely accurate, but pikemen are the best one, I believe, in my opinion. So you want to build your barracks as close to where you think the enemy will be as possible, so you can get as many troops towards the enemy as quick as possible before they build their own soldiers. So just waiting for that to be built. And then train pikemen only. Then it's good to build a cathedral so that you can get some priests, so that if something does go wrong they might be slightly stronger than you. You are then able to slightly heal soldiers better, and then it does work in your favour. Also, as soon as your farm's built, as you can see down there, send all available peasants to gather food to start off with, and then you can start training peasants. An infinite amount is the best amount of peasants to train at the start. You do that by pressing Ctrl and then clicking on the unit. And it's also good to then get a gold mine, because with your barracks you'll be soon wanting to train soldiers, and it's also good to get an iron mine as well, because pikemen do require iron in this game, and you don't want to run out of iron, therefore cannot train pikemen. Now, as you can see, I had about 6 of them there. I'm training 5 bishops to heal them when the battle begins. This is my best tactic in my opinion. There are other different ways how to approach this game early on, but this is just mine, so if you have any questions or any other ideas, please comment below. At this point you will be wanting to send just a few pikemen, probably about 5 or 6, to explore the map, find where the enemy are, and then you have the advantage because you know more about where they are. Once your food storage reaches 900 food and is still increasing, then you would want to get the 140% increase from the windmill, which you will probably see me do soon. Also, you'd want to build a storehouse, as I am doing there, so you can quickly move on, build a market, and then start trading. I'm getting my words mixed up again. Different materials for different materials to do well. So you can see my pikemen now exploring different parts of the map. I should soon find the enemy. And then, yeah, as you can see, I've got that upgrade now, so if you just watch my food once that upgrade is complete, now for example, it just flies up to the top. It's already reached about 800, now it's into 1000. I found the enemy up here, so then I send all of my soldiers. Make sure you don't click on your peasants, because I had a game once in which I sent all my peasants up there as well, accidentally. Ran out of food, everybody died, and it was a disastrous video, which I don't think I put that video on because it was so bad. Everybody starved to death. So my food production is now brilliantly high, and I'm also starting to gather some wood and stone, as you can see, and soon I will be building a market. Also, I'll be wanting to build an academy as well, so I can get the food improvement, so that I don't have to keep going back to the windmill and clicking on that. I don't know what it's called. Wheel, I think. You can probably see a peasant somewhere just walking around in circles. I didn't realise that whilst playing the game, but it's always good to click on them and get them to work. I don't know. They walk in circles because it's just some error with the game. They usually sort themselves out though. So I have my soldiers here, and I'm sending them more forwards. I have my bishops there to heal them, and I'm also training them at the barracks, getting those improvements, so that my troops are better than theirs, and I will therefore hopefully win every battle against them. So I've built my market now, and I go to build an academy. However, I don't think that academy is that necessary right now, because I'm quite confident of victory now that I'm definitely sending my soldiers up. And if you see me here, I just slaughter these pikemen. Any damage done to my soldiers are just healed immediately by the bishops, and then I attack into their city. It's always good to destroy the mines early on, slow down their production, especially with limited resources such as this. As you can see, I capture a mine there, and I destroy that one there. At this point I do get slightly worried, so I return to my barracks and get another improvement just in case if something goes wrong. But I do manage to pull off the battle in the end and win. Then I send some more soldiers in to go for the more economic buildings and slow them down just a little bit more. Pull my bishops back so that they don't get killed. And from here on I go into victory and near enough win the game. So capturing buildings again, capturing peasants, just killing all soldiers that they train. Any captured peasants, you might want to delete them so that they don't retake them, but here what I do is I just send them back home, and helps more in the long run sometimes, but I am confident of victory in this game, so it wasn't that necessary. And I win, as you can see. So I've killed all the peasants and destroyed most of their buildings and all units, which is usually a sign of victory in this game. After about 6 minutes 51 seconds of fighting, and as you can see my nation here, where it ended. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You can just see how my enemy just fell down here. I was playing as Denmark, by the way, if I didn't mention that, and how my score shot up and they shot down. I lost 47 pikemen, as you can see there, whereas the enemy lost 57 pikemen and all the peasants and all the buildings, which shows that my pikemen were stronger and my early training on was good. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like or comment below if you've got anything to say, and goodbye.